Hey guys, what's going on? It's Lefty from 643 Productions coming at you here with a Black Ops Headquarters gameplay commentary. I got into some Headquarters. I don't know why. I think it was just a weird kind of genesis of playing with Doug Perkins, met a group of people. They were saying, hey, do you want to party up? And I said, sure. They didn't know who I was or cared. And they were like, hey, we're going to play Headquarters for this game. I said, okay. So I pop on the M14 with flak jacket, sleight of hand, grip, and non-lethal kill streaks, of course. And this is the result. Now, it's a pretty long gameplay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it up into two parts. I will show you roughly the first half now, and then probably later today I will upload the second half with a brand new fresh commentary. And so in one day you guys will get both parts, but it's like a 12 or 13 minute gameplay, and that's a really long time to talk. And a lot of you guys, really, to be perfectly honest, aren't interested in watching that long of a commentary in one sitting, unless it's a dual com, unless it's really interesting like the one with Eric, aka Aviator. And on that note, I was thinking earlier, and the title of this video is COD Elite Musings, and you know, I was just thinking to myself, after watching the commentary with Aviator and hearing some of the points he brought up, both when we were recording it live and watching the commentary afterwards, the finished product, I was struck by a few things, and number one is, he was throwing out some price points and that I thought were a little low for what I would expect from Activision. He was talking about maybe $3 to $4 per month for Call of Duty Elite. Now again, I have no idea. I have no way to confirm any of this. I have no rumors or reports to base any of this off of. But just basing it on Activision, I would have to say, like Aviator hinted at about the people not canceling services that are less than $10 a month, I would guess that the COD Elite service is going to probably be closer to $10 a month than it is $5 a month. Maybe $7.99, $8.50 a month, something like that. But he said, you know, with paying for COD Elite, it is possible that we could be paying for dedicated servers. Now, I don't want to get into COD Elite and, you know, what you would get supposedly versus what you don't get for paying or not paying. But the idea of getting dedicated servers with Call of Duty Elite brings up a few problems in my mind. And first and foremost, and this is the biggest issue in my mind, is we shouldn't be paying for dedicated servers. With the money Activision makes, with the money brought in by every single Call of Duty title in the last 3 years on launch day, which has been increasing, by the way, setting and breaking and setting new records with each and every release, we shouldn't be paying for that. Call of Duty Black Ops brought in $1 billion in revenue, I believe, in the first week it launched. $1 billion in revenue. Now that's not profit. Obviously, they had to go, there was marketing campaigns on Activision's part. They had to pay for the development of the game and all those things, and employees and keeping those employees around. But even if you take in probably the salaries and the upkeep cost for an entire life cycle of a Call of Duty title, there is no way it comes close to $1 billion in revenue. And so in my mind, we shouldn't be paying for dedicated servers at all. This should not be something where Activision tries to stick us with the bill or stiff us with the bill and say, well, you know, if you want this, you got to pay for it. No, we're paying $60 per title. Those titles are bringing in $1 billion in revenue in their first week. You can drop the money, you can drop the dime for dedicated servers, Activision. And that's just my thought, and I don't think that we as a community should allow ourselves to let the allure of dedicated servers trick us into paying for something that we shouldn't have to. Because obviously, again, to reiterate, in my mind, we shouldn't be paying for dedicated servers. And second of all, in terms of the implication of dedicated servers, how is that going to work? Because obviously not everybody is going to be getting COD Elite. So are only the COD Elite players going to be getting dedicated servers? Now, if only the COD Elite players are going to be getting dedicated servers and everybody that isn't paying for COD Elite, I guess I should clarify that. If you're paying for COD Elite, you will get COD Elite at some point. It's just a matter of whether you pay to get the extra benefits from it. And that's the question. I believe everybody is going to get COD Elite at some point or in some manner. But if everybody else that isn't paying for the COD Elite or the extra COD Elite servers or services are playing in the old-fashioned way on the host's internet and all that, that's going to limit the player base. You're only going to be playing against people that have the COD Elite service, and you're going to be playing on the COD Elite servers. Now, that begs the question in my mind, why would you just fragment a player base like that? Why would you fragment a player base? I don't know how many people are going to be paying for COD Elite, if that is one of the services that is included in it. Again, I don't know if dedicated servers will be. It's possible. But I don't know why you would fragment a player base like that. Because then you're just going to be splitting it in some significant percentage between the people that pay for it and don't pay for it. And what if they don't decide to? What if they say, okay, well, everybody's, with the money we make from COD Elite, everybody's going to get to play on dedicated servers? Well, then why are the people that are paying for COD Elite, in fact, paying for those that don't pay for COD Elite to play on dedicated servers? I don't know. It's a really tricky kind of issue in my mind, and I don't really know how it's going to work. I don't really know how it's going to be implemented, and I don't think it can be implemented without offending the sensibilities of gamers, whether they know it or not. Because I find the idea of paying for something, for paying for an extra little service for a game that brings in $1 billion in revenue in its first week, I find that frankly offensive. But that's just me. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, be sure to click on the link in the description in front of you. You will be transported to my previous video where I give you an update on the leaked Modern Warfare 3 perks. Sorry about that. Anyway, the link is in the description and the annotation on the screen if you want to get an update on the Modern Warfare 3 leaked perks. That I did some investigative journalism. Go ahead and check that out. But anyway, guys, that's my time. Be sure to come back later today for part 2 of this headquarters game. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out.